Hi, I'm Barry Cleveland, and I'm here. It's Saturday at the NAMM show in Anaheim, the 2013 NAMM show. It's our third day. Today is the big day. It's jamming. So I want to tell you about a few things that I've seen so far today that I really liked. But we were nearby the Line 6 area, so I thought we'd start here. And these are three variations on the James Tyler Variax guitars, and they're a little different than the previous models. This one, the 69S, has three single coil pickups, so obviously kind of a Strat guitar. This one, the 89F, has the Floyd Rose, hence the F, tremolo bar, and then this new one is the 59P because it has P90 pickups. Prices on these are $13.99, $14.99, $14.99 street. A couple of other things I saw today that were really cool. Adrian Ballou was here earlier, and he's developed his own program for the iStomp pedal called the Impossible pedal that lets you jump around from interval to interval by hitting this foot switch. He was just playing like a quick pull-off and then bouncing between the two of them. Sounded really cool. I did videotape that. I'll be putting that up probably in the next couple of days. You'll be able to see that on our YouTube channel and also on the Guitar Player website. The other thing, they have this new, it's kind of a variation on an earlier one, their Jam Man solo pedal, but it has something called Jam Sync. And you can see they're all hooked together here with these little cables. What that allows you to do is have the first pedal in the series be the master clock. And then anything that, once you record something on there, anything that you then record and loop onto these other pedals will be some rhythmic subdivision or mathematical subdivision of the time there, and they'll be perfectly synchronized. They claim they've had like 100 things all hooked up, and I bet that's probably true because it worked flawlessly when I saw it this morning. Okay, and then a few more things that I saw that I thought were really cool. There's a guy, I'm not sure, I think he's from Brazil or somewhere in Central America, but he has the company called F Pedals, and he's worked with Eddie Kramer, the famous engineer, to develop a few of his first pedals. They're really small. They're about the size of your thumb, and yet they have several knobs on them. One's called the EK Distortion, which is kind of a Hendrixy, Zeppelin-y distortion sound that Eddie helped him come up with. It's not supposed to nail those sounds. It's just to kind of have that attitude. It sounded fantastic. Also, he has one called the EK Echo Box, which was a really cool vintage sounding delay. I love that. And maybe the best, though, was his Phase Vibe, EK Phase Vibe. Again, it's a tiny little pedal about this big. It's got one big knob and a couple tiny knobs on it. It does an incredible univibe sound, really, really good univibe sound for the size. A few other things I saw that I thought were really cool. Earthquaker Devices, which makes some really innovative pedals. They have a new double delay called the Disaster Transport SR, and it's basically supposed to sound like old tape delays. I think one side is 600 milliseconds, the other one's 300 milliseconds. It's also got a reverb program. It just sounds really, really good. I think that's about $345 retail on that one. And then they have an opto compressor pedal called the Warden. I really like that as well. I didn't get the price on that one, but it's probably a couple $100 or something. Really good sounding compressor pedal. There's a company called Decibel 11 that we reviewed their power supply a little while ago. They now have something called the Pedal Pallet, and it's a 4-loop switcher, but unlike a lot of other switchers, it's got all kinds of cool features on it, including onboard mixing, so there's a separate level control for each of the 4 channels. You can set it up so that the trails from an echo or a reverb will continue going even when you turn it off. It's got a switching thing where you can swap out the order of pedals. So for example, he had it set up, the guy who was demoing it had it set up with a wah and a distortion pedal, and then he could flip the order there in real time. That was really cool. Let's see, that, it's also MIDI controllable. That's $399 street. Very cool product. And Universal Audio has this Apollo recording interface, which we're working on a review of now. It's been out for about 9 months. Everybody knows about it. But it's one of the coolest things about it, besides just being a great interface, is that it comes with the Universal Audio chips inside, which power their powered plugins. And today they announced Soft Tube Amp Room is going to be part of this. And that's a great software amplification plug-in, and it was already cool. But the thing about the Apollo is that the processing happens on the input going in. So the plugins aren't in your DAW, and you don't get the latency that you would normally get running through a guitar amp simulator. It's pretty much in real time. Unbelievable. Look for more stuff on the website and on our Instagram page and on our Facebook page, and we're tweeting. And anyway, you can find this stuff everywhere. See you.